Ah, that's it.
Yay!
It says Kate. Who is Kate?
It's my daughter. She
That's exactly
obviously
what
is
Lauren.
logged in.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
I'm
what Lauren
Karen.
said. Lauren said, "I think that's probably her daughter."
Yes, it is.
How are you?
How you doing? Good, good. How are you?
I'm loving your energy. What? Talk to me. How are you? How you haven't been in the community very long, have you?
No,
But still, thank you so much for being so active because that's
yeah.
why you're here. Talk to me. How are you?
I am absolutely brilliant. You have no idea what this has done. And I'm
Oh,
60-year-old, and it's took me till now to figure this out. I have been on a roller coaster with my weight all my life.
you see, I used to write stuff on social media, write a lot of stuff on Facebook, trying to advise. Then it
Mm,
wasn't working. Then eventually,
yeah,
like screaming out and shouting and swearing, that's all got everybody's attention. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They've lied to us for so long. That's
yeah,
about time that we woke up. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
So
So
how?
I think I'm 10, how many days in, Emma? It's over a week anyway. I've done my first week.
Yeah,
I went away for work for a couple of days and it's knocked just totally off me.
yeah,
Whereas
no,
day
happens.
7, week, yeah, so that was, yeah. And then I went away for 2 days. So I must be day
Yeah.
10. I've lost, so I got a little bit annoyed with the scales and I didn't want to be focused. You know how different PTs say, right, you need to weigh every day. And then somebody else will tell you, get rid of the scales. It's not about the scales, it's about how you feel. Yeah. So I weighed myself again this morning because I
Yeah,
knew I'd been away and I did stick to it. I
yeah,
went
yeah,
and,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, yeah, my choices were good. So this morning I'm 8 pound down in 10 days. That's
Okay.
huge for me.
But more important, how do you feel? That's the
I
most important.
feel amazing. I've got so much energy. I actually, a friend who I hadn't seen in a while dropped by. She said, you look really, you look as if you're glowing. My skin feels better. My hair feels better. Here's one for you. I haven't used my inhaler. I was apparently asthmatic. I'm a nurse by background.
Oh, good.
My GP sent me for loads of tests, you know, the drill. I'm an ex-smoker. I haven't smoked for 15, 16 years now. Smoked for 25 years. So I think,
But it's still the 15 years is enough time for the body to
yeah,
recover in a way, really, if
yeah,
you're providing the right environment. You know what I mean?
yeah. I thought COPD initially, but my GP said, no, it's looking more like asthma. There's an inhaler. I had a wheeze. I have no longer got a wheeze. I'm no longer feeling out of breath. Now, this is 10 days in. I'm
I
a
know.
massive, I've got ADHD, so I'm all over the place in my
So have
head.
I. Can you know,
Oh,
does it make sense when I tell you that? Do you realize? Yeah, go on.
and well, I don't like labeling people, but
Yeah, neither do
you've
I.
got so much energy as well.
Yeah.
So I fixate on stuff, and I overdrank, I oversmoked, I overeat.
Yeah.
My people are saying to me, well, you're not having breakfast. I'm not hungry. I used to wake up in the morning thinking, oh, what am I going to have for my
Yeah.
breakfast?
Yeah.
Coffee, I would have 8 cups of decaf because I can't have caffeine.
Yeah.
Decaf coffee
I
with
know,
loads
so I
of
go
milk.
crazy with caffeine. Yeah.
Yeah. But I wake up in the morning, my head, and you'll know, your head's all over the place. Oh, I need to be doing this. I need to be. So I feel a lot more focused, even though I'm nervous because I've not met you before. And yeah,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and
Yeah.
on screen, it's not the same as face to face.
Yeah.
Um, I massively, all my family were worried about my alcohol intake. I was drinking probably close to a bottle of wine a night. If I was with
Wow.
my sisters who were like big drinkers, it would
Yeah.
be more than one bottle.
Yeah.
Food, I could have a full on dinner, sit down and think, what
What
nice
else is sweet?
sweet
Yeah.
things am I
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
have? And I never ever felt satiated, ever.
Because of what you're eating.
Absolutely.
So so
And
so
I
so.
couldn't see it. The cloud is like lifted. I can
But
actually see.
see, but whatever you do, don't blame yourself, Karen, because we're all in that matrix. Unfortunately, we all are, and it's impossible. Once you come out of it, it pisses you off because you know that this could have
Yeah,
happened. I'm 60 as well. This could have happened years ago. You know,
yeah,
I But like I said, I've talked about it before. I used to get panic attacks. I used to get all these things. I'm thinking, what? I thought I was going to live with them for the rest of my life. Then I realized that, like, it's because of what I was eating, because there's too much insulin in your blood. It's because you're insulin resistant without even realizing. It's crazy. But
It
once
is.
then,
And the big thing for me, Eddie, is for years, because I didn't realize I had ADHD, I just thought I was nuts. I had anxiety, like yourself, loads of anxiety.
yeah,
I
all the
was
time.
diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. My
Well,
GP,
they never prescribed propranolol for you.
yep. They give me
Yeah.
propranolol. I've stopped taking. I don't like taking medication. I've
Uh,
been on sertraline. Before that, it was fluoxetine.
I
Probably
refuse to. I refuse
12
that.
year,
Yeah.
12 year. And I finally had this. I've got a brilliant doctor. I must say, I'm very lucky. I've got
Yeah.
really good doctors. And I said, I don't want to be taking antidepressants anymore.
Yeah.
I'm on HRT, which I feel help. I didn't have any of the menopausal symptoms. It was my mood.
Yeah.
So I'm now on half sertraline for
Yeah.
3 months. I had to
Yeah.
fight for it. They didn't want to take me off it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on it. It
Yeah,
suppresses it.
but with sertraline is that, you see, with what I say, right? This is antidepressant. The way you're eating now, you're giving your body a chance to heal itself. Like what I talk about all the time. Medicine should have gone two ways. We
Yeah,
find a remedy, and at the same time, we look for the root cause.
yeah.
But medicine was taken over by remedy rather than root cause. You know what I mean? So
I do, yeah.
this is what I always say, right? Because I train as a nurse too. If
Yeah,
you wake up in the morning, and you got a rash on your skin, you're gonna think, hang on, unless you've been lying in some kind of whatever, something like something external has caused it. Your body is telling you something. So you may get a cream to get rid of the rash, but you got to find out, why have I got the rash? Because
yeah,
the body doesn't do anything without a reason. And I trained as a nurse, and I was a bodybuilder, personal trainer now too. But with bodybuilding, you learn a lot about the human body, because
yeah,
it's all about nutrition. It's all about manipulating the macronutrients and micronutrients to build the
yeah,
muscle. I became like, I got obsessed
yeah,
with, the ADHD. When I was 15 years old, I became obsessed with it. And that's the knowledge that I'm sharing with people now.
yeah,
They've lied to us for so long. Now you're giving your body the environment to heal itself. So the longer you heal yourself, the longer you stay with this lifestyle, the more you're going to come to a point of thinking, well, I don't need, you can reduce your medication back to a quarter and then slowly come off it, because
yeah,
yeah.
I've got to do it. It's got to happen now. I'm sick of being on a wheel of self-destruct. And this is like a massive wake-up slap in the face. What have you been doing, Karen, with the bloody last 50 odd year?
But
I was
it's not your fault though.
Pardon?
It's not your fault because the information is not out there.
No, from
Yeah.
being very, very small, I was
Yeah.
the greedy kid in the family. Was constantly looking for sugar. I used to come in from school and butter bread and we didn't have a lot of money, so it was sugar and bread.
I remember
I used to eat sugar and bread.
sugar sandwich, I know.
I mean, God, if my grandkids came in and said, "Can I have some sugar and bread?" No, not a
No.
chance. He's got chronic problems, health problems.
You know that if he adopted your life, the thing is, what I always say is that keep healing yourself. The better you get, the more he's going to want to copy you.
Yeah, yeah. I've had a massive impact on other people, and that's what my life's about. If I can share. And I think as a nurse, you're a nurturer, and you want to fix people, you want to heal
It's true
people.
though. That's exactly how I feel, and I think a lot of people don't understand it. I was a nurse, literally trained to heal people, to actually help people get better.
Yeah,
Not that kind
yeah.
of that empathy. When somebody's ill, you want to make, and it's a natural instinct. I mean,
Of course it is.
my wife and I are both nurses. My kids say, "Oh my God, the worst thing is when when we're sick at home." Parents, both of us got that nurse there on, and then
Yeah,
it's good in a way, but yeah, that when you're doing the right thing, like what we're doing, is the right thing because we're eating correctly. Sharing that information is good, but nurses now still don't know about nutrition generally, and then
no,
they're
you're
telling
not trained. You're
you're
not
not
trained in
trained.
that, are you?
Neither are the doctors. You know what I mean?
No, the medically, it's a medical head they've got on.
Medicine, yeah.
Yeah. So, two questions for you
Yes.
very quickly. I had my gallbladder removed 2 years ago. Now I know you did discuss this in one of your chats.
Yeah.
Is that going to be an issue for me? Because I'm
Okay.
loving this, you
Okay.
know.
So if it was going to be an issue, you would know that by now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
that by now. There's a lady who had the gallbladder removed as well. When she had too much fat, she had diarrhea.
Oh no, I've not
okay,
had
exactly. So
anything.
what I said was eat 3 small meals. So start
Yeah.
eating at about maybe 11 o'clock. Don't eat too much fat at one go, because that's another thing that really upsets me. They're quick to whip the gallbladder out, thinking that it's going to function.
Mine was emergency.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but I'm
Oh
saying
yeah, absolutely, they
there's
do.
a reason. Yeah, the gallbladder sits and the liver, and it's a function. It
Yeah.
produces something like a detergent, the bile, but
Yeah.
they take it out. Whereas when the gallbladder, when you had an emergency, the reason why you have that is because of the sugar, alcohol, all the constant insulin spikes, and
Yeah.
insulin resistance. But unfortunately, they don't know, so they take it
No.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have had scans before that said I've got a fatty liver, and I guess that was to do with my lifestyle.
But this, what you're doing now, is going to reduce your fatty liver. It's going to reverse it. The truth is that anyone that's got excess body fat, they've also got fatty liver to a certain point.
Yeah.
Obviously, my wife is Asian, and a lot of the Asian population, because of their diet and because of too much sugar and all that, and the rice, sometimes they're not overweight, but they carry a little bit of a belly. But they've also got belly fat. So it's not always with people who are morbidly or overly obese. You know what I mean? So if you've got fatty liver, this is the best way to repair it. Now, as soon as you can, start fasting. It's almost like putting the car in second and third or fourth gear. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So when you get to a certain point, it may take a little bit longer. If you don't feel like eating, don't eat.
Yeah.
Because I know this is the opposite to what I was taught as a nurse.
Exactly. Yeah. Breakfast is, all the things that you've mentioned. Breakfast. Oh, have your breakfast. That's the best meal of the day. And all the different diets and things like that. It's just crazy what gets into your head.
I know, and it's normal. And I think it took years. Like I said, no one was listening to me. Eventually, when you started making those crazy videos,
make a noise,
make a lot of noise, and then eventually, okay, this guy knows. The thing is, I'm not asking anyone to just follow me blindly. Just try what I'm saying for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they try, oh my God, you're talking sense. I'm like, yes. If you're carrying body fat on you and you're hungry or you're tired, it doesn't make any sense. That is energy. And what you're doing now, you're trying to teach your body how to access that. And it works. And when you do that, you're bringing your insulin levels down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I immediately felt, no cravings. So I must be quite sensitive to those changes.
Responsive. Yeah. I am as well. Yeah.
A quick one, vitamins. I've been on cod liver oil capsules for years, for a long time. Do I need, because I've got lots of fatty fish?
You see, okay, so I've talked about supplements before, right?
Yeah.
To take about 15 different supplements every single day. And I can name all of them. The fish oils were there, vitamin C, multivitamin, glycopene, zinc. I just take them all. And then I've got a video, actually, an old video with a pot with all my vitamins in them. I stopped taking all of them because you can still get your omega 3 from what you eat in the fatty meat, especially when you eat in the animal fat. So it's all most of the supplements. If you get a chance, read the ingredients of some of the supplements, and you
kind of pronounce them.
You don't know how to pronounce them, I know. But unfortunately, most of the nutraceutical companies who make these supplements, they are owned by the pharmaceutical companies. So they're either selling you drugs or they're selling you supplements. So I mean, I would personally, obviously, I would never say come off medication because that's prescribed by the doctor. And so if you want to come off like sertraline, you got to just heal yourself first, then talk to a doctor about it, and then see how that's different. But when it comes when it comes to supplements, I'm like, nah.
no.
I'm done with them. Do you know what I mean?
I get you. I get you. Exercise. Now, again, with the diets, I've been like that with. I've had two PTs. I've just had another induction. I just I'm very inconsistent. I get all fired up about something. It's ADHD brain, and then I want to be consistent with something that I enjoy. I've done yoga in the past. Where I live, we live on a caravan park, and
Yeah.
it's got a swimming pool and a small gym.
Okay.
I've got no excuse. I don't pay for it. Well, we do in the long term, but you get what I say.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've got no excuse.
So have you ever done resistance training before?
Yes.
So if you went to a gym, would you know what to do?
I probably would, but I'm probably a bit lazy and I want somebody to tell us what to do.
What about classes?
Yeah, I would go to a class.
Go to classes because obviously we want to we don't want any crazy classes that make you like something like no
Do legs bumps and tums or like
legs
pump?
bumps and tums, something like that.
Oh God, no.
Body pump.
Yeah.
Body pump.
Pump.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said,
High
oh God,
energy.
no, there's no God, no. Body
No,
pump.
my knees and back and hips wouldn't take it anymore.
Okay, no, okay, so here's the thing, here's the truth, right? My knees were completely buggered. Slowly they repaired. Just give yourself time. I think my knees took about 12 weeks before I thought, wow, I'm actually noticing a difference because it's all to do with inflammation.
Yeah.
And now that you've taken all the inflammatory foods out of your diet, and whenever you get a chance, just give yourself, give your gut a break, fast.
Yeah.
Those little fasts are so important. I can't, like when I say fast, you can do like 24 hours, 1 meal a day,
Right.
1 meal a day.
Well, I'm only doing 2 at the minute. So I
Yeah.
do the 12, it's 1 o'clock by the time I eat.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll maybe do a 7 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah.
So, it's
What time do
great.
you go to bed?
It's been different because I've been away. So normally probably about 9 and I read for a bit, 9, 10.
What we want to try and do is we want to try and bring your meal. If you're going to bed at 10, then maybe you should eat at 12 and then at 6. So you got
Right.
enough time from the time you. That's also a little bit important. So timing is important. Obviously, if
Okay.
I try to go to bed early, but I'm lying in the bed like my brain's working overtime because when I get an idea, I got to write it down, and because there's so many things. When you see how I post on social media, you can tell I've got ADHD. Literally, like so I got, and so sometimes
So like a 2-hour gap between you or more. So between your meal, because it's a big meal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what if it's 4 hours between?
Yeah, 4 hours. That's it. That's
Yeah.
how it works. I mean, so 4 hours in between, and then make sure that you're not at least 3 or 4 hours before you go to bed. You have your last meal. That's important because what we're trying to do, Karen, we're trying to keep your insulin levels down for as long as possible to teach the body how to access the body fat that you've got stored, and then all the inflammation will go down. Obviously, like I talk about, I talk about, most of what's wrong with us to do with insulin resistance, hyperinsulinemia, and poor gut health. What you're eating now, you're not bloated or anything like that, are you?
No.
Great, isn't it? Good.
It's mad. The only thing that I need to do, because I'm drinking black decaf coffee.
How often?
Today, because I'm at home sitting, doing work from home. I hate sitting, and you'll know the same. I need to be doing something, and I get fidgety, so I need to get up and make a coffee. That's what I've done in the past. So I have black decaf.
Okay, so why don't you do this, right? Why don't you just have a glass of hot water? Because but you can put some leaves in it. Because the thing is,
it's mint.
Because the thing is, there's nothing in the decaf that's not going to, because it's a destroyed coffee. And I know some people drink it. I've tasted decaf before. It made me feel sick. And everybody's different in what they tolerate. I'm not a coffee person. Maybe I'll taste it.
I think it gives us a little bit of irritation, like gastritis type.
Exactly. So why the hell are you drinking it, Karen?
Okay. I'm not anymore, Eddie. Go on.
But do you see what I mean, though?
I do. And I know that. It's the stories we tell ourselves.
The thing is, you know, it's good that you're a nurse because you understand, you get what I mean. I mean, we were taught to care for people's physical needs, but
Yeah.
when it came to nutrition, we're actually hurting them
Yeah.
without realizing it.
Mhm.
You know, what's
It's the way you're taught. You know, it's
know,
from
I know.
above, isn't it?
You don't nurse anymore, do you?
I do, yeah.
So
Well, I worked for cancer research for a long time, and that was like information and support.
yes.
And the stories we used to tell people, and it's there. It's a massive. It's probably one of the biggest charities. I don't work for them anymore, and we were telling people about their diet. You know, trying to advise people on what to eat
And
and
all you
what not to eat, and all of the things would be. And I used to feel like a hypocrite. You know, you're telling people, right, not to eat red meat more than twice a week. You tell it, you know, processed, yes, processed meat,
yeah.
definitely, because of the risk of bowel cancer. Various things that I'm going, geez, I was telling people, you know, for years.
That's what you were told. I mean,
Mhm.
there's no proof that red meat causes cancer. So have they followed somebody who's eating red meat alone from I've eaten literally red meat and eggs alone for like how many years? And I don't, the thing is, right, it's all somebody's made up these stories and we've all lived with it. Now, if you work for a cancer research, whatever, is it possible maybe one or two of you just say, you know, why don't you try this? Why don't you try this and see? You know, let me just tell you what I would do if I was told I had cancer, right? I tell you, if I was told I had cancer tomorrow, I'd go straight on a 10-day fast. 10-day fast, just water and salt. And when I finish, I'll go on the lion diet where I eat fatty red meat twice a day, fatty red meat. I do that. I eat every other day for as long as I can. And I'll tell you that because you know about fasting and autophagy. You know,
Oh, yeah, I know a little bit.
in 2016, a Japanese doctor, he got the Nobel Prize for it. But the food industry has kept it quiet. In the medical world, I kept it quiet. So the body has got this recycling thing where if you don't eat, it starts recycling all the zombie cells, the cells that it doesn't need. So when you've got cancer, let's say you've got a tumor, now that tumor is your body packaging something that it cannot, because it cannot use it. It knows that it's not good for you. So it puts it in a little, in an area, you know, and then they do a biopsy and then they poke it, and then they spread.
Yes.
So, but they're saying that you can actually shrink that by changing your diet. So what you do is you just give your body no food at all. And then it's forced to eat all the bad cells and the bad destroyed proteins within itself. So if I was told I had cancer, I'm not asking any, I mean, that's what I'm saying what I would do. I'd go, nobody's going to say this mainstream because they would think
exactly.
you're crazy. So
well, they're making millions.
Yeah, of course, but money.
Yeah.
There's no cure for cancer. Well, there's we can prevent it.
Yes.
We can prevent it, but unfortunately, nobody's taught how to do that.
They need to get in schools and educate kids.
You see, I know that nobody's going to say this mainstream, so I'm determined to teach the people from the grassroots. That's why you wouldn't see me on mainstream TV. They've tried GB News, ITV, or that. I said no, because I want to educate the average person, because, you know, and I want to keep it basic. That's why I'm so glad that you're healing yourself. The longer you go healing yourself, the better you feel.
Yeah. And how long before, I know people probably ask the same question.
Yeah.
How long on this process just now, and when will it, you know, because my worry is I've got holidays, I've got, you know, loads of social stuff, weekends away, you know, all of that. It's difficult fitting in to my family.
You have to just draw a line whenever, because you can, it's a social glue. It's a bit, but try not to go crazy with things like the alcohol.
Yeah.
Because that we give your body a break for as long as possible of the alcohol. But the problem is, these are social events. You can't just say, I'm not eating that. Just go and enjoy yourself. Nobody knows that you're not drinking 2 bottles of wine. Nobody knows that you're not eating desserts. You don't have to draw attention. Just go and enjoy yourself, knowing that you're in the process of eating something. So honestly, you just say go and enjoy it. I mean, I go out with my friends. They don't know that I'm eating anything different because I just, I don't want to be rice. I'll have this instead. And then it's not an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been out and I asked the kitchen, how do you cook your meat? Can I have a steak? Or what green veg have you got? What have you got? Yeah, give me some of that. And my sisters are going, is that all you're eating?
Honestly, the more you continue healing yourself, the more other people want to join. Okay.
Yeah, and they were on the 3rd bottle of wine. Now I'm drinking sparkling water with lemon in it. And looking at them and thinking, yous are acting like, yeah, what I probably was doing.
Listen, well done, yeah, because we got somebody now. Listen,
absolutely.
Look after yourself, and please, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being active in the community, because we appreciate that, because we want to keep the community going.
That makes it worthwhile. It does.
Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.